Greetings, folks! You've tuned in to Weird Reddit 111, your one-stop destination for all things bizarre and unexplainable from the depths of the internet. Our channel brings you tales that will make your skin crawl, your mind race, and your heart skip a beat. We've got everything from the uncanny to the downright eerie. To our loyal subscribers, thank you for your support. And to the new faces, do hit that subscribe button and help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Today, we're diving into a collection of Glitch in the Matrix stories, so buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. Our first tale starts with a seemingly ordinary CD. Now imagine this, you're doing a little spring cleaning and you stumble upon an old CD. Nothing unusual, right? Only this isn't just any CD. It's a CD from a band you've never heard of, and it's imprinted with a manufacturing date that's, well, let's just say it's a bit ahead of its time. This isn't a hypothetical scenario. This actually happened. One day, a Reddit user discovered a CD that, according to the date stamped on it, hadn't even been made yet. The CD, from a band named Temporal Dissonance, was supposedly manufactured in 2032. That's right, folks, a CD from the future. Now, you might be thinking, this is just a misprint, a factory error. But here's where things get even weirder. The user decided to play the CD, and guess what? It worked. The music was unlike anything they had ever heard before. A blend of genres and styles that didn't quite fit into any existing category. As if that wasn't strange enough, the band Temporal Dissonance didn't exist. Not in the present day, at least. Extensive online searches yielded no results. No band website, no social media presence, no record of any performances. It was as if they had appeared out of thin air, or perhaps out of thin time. This brings us to the question of time travel. Could this CD be evidence of its existence? Or is it just a strange anomaly, a hoax, or an elaborate prank? The truth is, we don't know. The world is full of mysteries, and this time-traveling CD is definitely one of them. As with all things unexplained, it's up to us to try to make sense of it. Maybe it's a glimpse into the future of music, or perhaps it's a puzzle waiting to be solved. One thing is clear, though. The ordinary can sometimes turn out to be extraordinarily weird. So, did a CD really time travel, or was it all just a bizarre coincidence? Scene script. Next up, we have the story of a lady who vanished into thin air. Imagine this. You're walking down a bustling city street, just another face in the crowd. You notice a woman ahead of you, nothing particularly unusual about her. But then, in an instant, she's gone. No trace, no explanation, nothing to suggest she was ever there. This is the enigma of the vanishing lady, a tale that's been circulating online, leaving internet sleuths scratching their heads. Was it a glitch in the Matrix? A ripple in the fabric of reality? Or just a simple misunderstanding? The woman was reported to be walking down a busy street. Witnesses say she was there one moment, and the next, she had disappeared. Now, disappearances are not uncommon, but this was different. There was no side street for her to turn into, no door she could have slipped through. She seemingly vanished into thin air. Speculation has been rife. Some suggest she slipped into a parallel universe. It's a mind-bending concept, but with theories of multiverse gaining traction in the scientific community, could it be possible? Did she fall through a portal, a gateway into another reality? Then there's the theory of teleportation. The idea that she could instantaneously move from one place to another, defying the laws of physics. It's a staple of science fiction, but could it be a fact of life? Or was it a trick of the light? An optical illusion created by the sun's rays, making it seem like she disappeared when she was merely obscured. But then, why didn't she reappear? Each theory is as intriguing as it is perplexing. We're left with more questions than answers. But isn't that the beauty of such mysteries? They challenge our understanding of the world, making us question the very fabric of our reality. Was she an interdimensional traveler or simply a trick of the light? Only the universe knows. Ever felt like you're living the same day over and over again? This next story might give you déjà vu. Let's dive into the tale of a certain Reddit user who claimed to have experienced the same day twice. Picture this, a mundane Tuesday. Nothing out of the ordinary, just a typical day in the life. Our friend goes about their day, work, lunch, a bit of television, and then off to bed. But then, the unexpected happens. They wake up, and it's Tuesday again. Same date, same weather, same news on the TV. Now, you might be thinking, hey, maybe they just had a vivid dream? But here's the twist. They remembered everything from the first Tuesday, and throughout the second Tuesday, everything played out exactly as it had before. The same conversations, the same incidents, even the same winning lottery numbers. So what could have possibly happened here? Was it a glitch in the matrix, a hiccup in our perceived reality, causing the day to repeat? Or was it perhaps a memory distortion, a trick of the mind, making our friend believe they had lived the same day twice? Some might argue that it's a case of déjà vu, a feeling that one has lived through the present situation before. But déjà vu is fleeting, it doesn't last an entire day. Others might suggest it's a form of a temporal illusion, a distortion in the perception of time, which is indeed a fascinating concept. But again, it doesn't quite explain living the same day twice, does it? Then there's the intriguing idea of a temporal loop, a bubble of time-space where time repeats. It's a concept often explored in science fiction and quantum physics theories, but could it really happen? Could our friend have stumbled upon a crack in the fabric of time, causing them to loop back and relive an entire day? Was it a temporal loop or a brain glitch? We may never know. But one thing's for sure, it's a curious tale that tickles our imagination and challenges our perception of reality. From a vanishing lady to an appearing car, this next story will surely defy your logic. Now imagine you're cruising down a highway, the road stretching out ahead of you, when out of nowhere, a car appears. Not from a side road, not merging from another lane, but seemingly out of thin air. This is not the opening to a science fiction novel, but a real account that has left people scratching their heads. The car was there, tangible, real, and yet its sudden appearance was inexplicable. It was as if the fabric of reality had been momentarily torn, allowing this vehicle to slip through from somewhere else. This bizarre incident raises a myriad of questions. Could it be a glitch in the matrix? A hiccup in our reality? Or could it be evidence of something more profound, a hint at the existence of parallel universes? Theories abound, yet the truth remains elusive. Some suggest that the car might have been traveling at such a speed that it was virtually invisible until it slowed down. But this explanation doesn't hold up. No car could travel at such a speed without causing a sonic boom or other noticeable effects. Others propose that the car was always there, but due to some optical illusion it remained unseen until the last moment. Yet, this theory too is unsatisfactory. It doesn't explain why no one else noticed the car before its sudden appearance. Then there are those who believe in the existence of parallel universes. They argue that this car might have slipped from another reality into our own, a phenomenon known as quantum tunneling. But as tantalizing as this theory is, it remains just that, a theory. So we're left with an unexplained incident, a car that appeared out of nowhere, a mystery that challenges our understanding of reality and forces us to question the very nature of our existence. So, did a car really appear from thin air, or was it all just a mind-boggling illusion? Texting is a part of our daily lives, but what happens when texts come from nowhere? Imagine this. You're going about your day, minding your own business, when suddenly your phone buzzes. It's a text from a friend, but the message is a bit off. It's not their usual style or tone. Perplexed, you respond, and the conversation continues in this strange, unfamiliar manner. You start to feel a sense of unease creeping in. Now, you're genuinely concerned. You call your friend and they pick up. You ask them about the odd texts, but they are as confused as you are. They insist they haven't sent any texts. Sounds like a scene from a sci-fi thriller, doesn't it? But this is a real story shared by a person online, and it's not an isolated case. There are plenty of accounts of people receiving texts from friends, family, even from their own numbers, which the supposed senders deny ever sending. So what could be the cause of these phantom texts? Some speculate it could be a digital glitch, maybe a server hiccup that sends out random texts from stored data. Or perhaps it's a software bug causing text messages to be sent from the wrong contacts. Others propose a more human explanation. Could it be a prankster friend having a laugh at your expense? A mischievous sibling who got hold of your friend's phone? Or maybe, just maybe, someone trying to mess with your mind? But then, why would the text sound so off, so unlike the people they supposedly come from? And why would these phantom texts often carry such eerie, unsettling messages? It's almost like they come from another dimension, isn't it? There's no definitive answer. The theories range from the mundane to the otherworldly, from practical jokes to glitches in our digital, and perhaps even our real world. Was it a digital hiccup or a prankster friend? The truth remains concealed. But one thing is for certain. The next time your phone buzzes, you might just look at it a little differently. Buildings are supposed to be stationary, right? Well, not in this next story. Picture this. A quaint little coffee shop nestled in your neighborhood with a worn-out signboard and cozy wooden tables. You've passed by it every day on your way to work, promising yourself that one day you'll stop by for a cup of joe. But one day, as you walk down the familiar path, you find an empty lot in its place. The coffee shop, the worn-out signboard, the cozy wooden tables, all gone. It's as if they never existed. Now, you might be thinking, perhaps it was demolished. But here's where it gets weird. You ask your neighbors, your friends, even the old lady who has lived in the neighborhood longer than anyone else. No one else remembers the coffee shop. It's as if the building had simply vanished, not just from the physical world, but from people's memories as well. Could it be a case of the Mandela effect, where a collective misremembering happens on a large scale? Or perhaps your mind is playing tricks on you, creating memories of a place that never existed. But you remember that worn-out signboard, the smell of brewing coffee, the sound of the bell above the door? It was real, wasn't it? Or was it a glitch in the matrix? A hiccup in our reality where things are not as they should be? A building disappearing overnight and no one but you remembering it is straight out of a science fiction novel. But this is no novel. This is real life, and in real life, buildings don't just disappear. Or do they? Whether it was a memory lapse, a collective misremembering, or a glitch in reality, we may never know. But it makes you question, doesn't it? How well do we really know our reality? And how much of it can we trust? Did a building really vanish, or was it all just a memory lapse? That, my friends, is a question for you to ponder. Mirrors usually reflect our reality, but what if they start reflecting something else? Picture this. You wake up one morning, stumble into the bathroom, and as you splash cold water on your face, you look up and see a face in the mirror that's not your own. It's not a stranger's face, it's not some eerie, ghostly apparition. It's you, but different. You're seeing an unfamiliar reflection. This is a story I recently came across on the web, and it's one that's been haunting me. Our protagonist, let's call him John, was living a perfectly ordinary life until one day, his reflection decided to go off script. The man in the mirror had a different hairstyle, wore glasses, even had a scar on his cheek that John didn't have. His mirror self was similar enough to be recognizable, but different enough to be disturbing. Now you might think John was hallucinating. That's a reasonable theory, and it's the first one that John considered. But here's the kicker. John wasn't under the influence of anything. He wasn't sleep-deprived, and he had no history of mental health issues. He even went to a doctor who confirmed he was perfectly healthy. So what was happening? Was it a glitch in the Matrix? Some believe that mirrors can act as portals to alternate realities. Could John have been glimpsing into a parallel universe where his doppelganger lived a slightly different life? Or was his mind playing tricks on him, creating a visual anomaly out of stress or subconscious fears? Those of you familiar with quantum physics might be reminded of the many worlds interpretation, which suggests every decision creates a new, parallel universe. Could John's reflection have been a peek into one of these alternate realities? Like many stories we delve into here, there are more questions than answers. Theories abound, but concrete explanations are elusive. John's experience remains an unsolved mystery, a chilling reminder that reality might be more complex than it seems. Did the mirror reflect an alternate reality, or was it just a hallucination? The mystery continues. Scene script. Friends are real, aren't they? You might rethink that after this next story. Picture this. You've had a best friend since childhood. You've shared countless memories, secrets, and laughter. But one day, you find out nobody else remembers this friend. Sounds like an episode from The Twilight Zone, doesn't it? This is the eerie experience of a person we'll call Alex. Alex vividly recalls a childhood filled with joyous moments with his best friend, Jack. They played in the park, spent countless hours playing video games, and even went on family vacations together. But the peculiar aspect of this story is, no one else seems to remember Jack. Not Alex's parents, not his siblings, not even his other friends. Alex's parents have no recollection of Jack, despite Alex insisting that Jack was part of their family trips. His siblings, who should have shared the same experiences, draw a blank when asked about Jack. Even the school yearbooks and class photos, which should have been irrefutable evidence of Jack's existence, are devoid of any trace of him. Now this leaves us in a quandary. Is this a case of false memories, or is this a glitch in reality? False memory syndrome is a psychological phenomenon where a person recalls something that did not happen or recalls it differently from the way it actually happened. But Alex's memories of Jack are vivid and detailed, more real than any dream or fantasy. However, there's another theory. Could this be a glitch in reality itself? Like a faulty computer program, the universe sometimes experiences glitches, causing things to appear or disappear inexplicably. Could Jack be a part of some cosmic error? Was the friend real or just a figment of imagination? We're left wondering. It's a question that continues to haunt Alex and now perhaps will haunt you too. We're left to ponder the nature of reality, memory, and the human mind. Until we meet again in the next episode, keep questioning the world around you. Who knows what mysteries you might unravel? Well, folks, that's it for today's dose of the weird and wonderful. We've traveled through time with a CD that shouldn't exist, puzzled over the mystery of a vanishing lady, and relived the same day over and over again. We've chased ghosts in cars, received texts from the ether, and questioned the existence of buildings that disappear and reappear at will. We've gazed into mirrors that showed us unfamiliar faces and pondered the existence of friends who turned out to be figments of our imagination. Each story, a glitch in the matrix, a wrinkle in the fabric of reality. Each tale, a testament to the unexplainable, the weird, the wonderful. I hope you've enjoyed this journey into the bizarre as much as I have. It's been a wild ride, hasn't it? If this is your first time joining us, welcome to Weird Reddit 111. We're glad to have you with us, and we hope you'll stick around for more. To our regular viewers, thank you for your continued support. We couldn't do this without you. Now, if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing to the channel. We're on a quest to reach 1,000 subscribers, and we'd love for you to be part of that journey. Each subscription brings us closer to our goal and ensures you won't miss out on any of our upcoming content. Speaking of upcoming content, are you ready for a sneak peek? Next time, we're diving deep into the shadowy world of urban legends. We'll explore tales of cryptic creatures, haunted places, and eerie events that have become part of the collective folklore. From the chills of the Mothman to the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle, we'll uncover the stories that have kept people awake at night for generations. So buckle up, because the journey is far from over. There's a universe of weirdness out there, and we're just getting started. Remember, the world is full of mysteries, and we're here to explore them together. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your mind curious. Farewell, and stay weird.